Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And today, the SPY showed some follow through. We broke down that 396.5 level yesterday, the 50% fib level from December low to February high. We also broke down the 50 daily moving average yesterday as well. You can see on this candle today, we almost tested that zone. Yeah, we tested that zone as a resistance, had some selling pressure. However, we got very close to testing that 200 daily moving average, but it did hit my 393.5 level. Almost got a double bottom here. Guys see that? Double bottom for February 24th low, today's low. Also, if you count January 25th low, that would be a triple bottom. And guys, looking at today's candle, we got what's called a spinning top. If you're not sure what a spinning top is, Google spinning top candlesticks, and it'll tell you what it means and what it indicates. Usually it indicates indecision about the future direction of the asset. The asset we're talking about, SPY, of course. Also, it says here, a spinning top occurring at the peak of an uptrend can signify that the bullish is losing track and the trend is about to reverse. And I'm assuming that's vice versa, right? However, when a spinning top is at the base of a downtrend, it is a sign that the bearish is losing control and the bullish may take control. Okay, so that's what Google said. So yeah, but even though that's what Google said, in this video, it's all about what Uncle's about to say. And of course, I'm gonna review what went down today. Pretty much I already did. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Am I still bear bias? Because I've been saying I'm bear bias lately. Holy moly, Uncle's bear bias. What? And then I'm gonna tell you guys the bull case and bear case and how I'm gonna trade it. So hopefully you guys found value in that. And if you do, then let's prepare. Yeah, looking at the 15-minute chart here, I had the 396.5 level right here. That's the pink trend line. You guys can see we got some nice rejections from that level. That was the breakdown level of yesterday. You guys can also see here, yesterday, it was we got buying pressure from that level around that zone, 396.5 to 397 zone. But, you know, opposite for today. So we are seeing a role reversal intraday. We're seeing yesterday's support level becoming today's resistant level. Of course, that's always subject to change. But like I always say, the price action must tell us if it's going to be bullish or bearish. And for it to be bullish, it needs to recapture 396.5. Very simple in theory, right? Very simple in theory. But it does require a lot of patience and skills to trade this, you know, to trade this market, especially with the price action lately. Not very smooth, I tell you. So yes, bull case scenario, recapture 396.5. I would look to long if that happens. We got a potential double bottom here. So combine that with a recapture of 396.5. Or the 50 daily moving average, whatever level you want to use. It's currently at 396.8. I would long if that level can recapture, okay? Especially combine that idea with the RSI, very oversold. Maybe we can get a bounce, okay? At least a dead cat bounce. Could it be a full-on reversal or a continuation of the uptrend from October low? Possible. But a recapture of 396.5 would at least give us a dead cat bounce that's tradable to the upside. All right, and above that, I will have 398.48, which is a fib level. And I'll be watching this green trend line that I have here. It's around 400.7, okay? And then above that, I got the 38.2 fib level at 401.68. If these levels can recapture, guys, I would definitely look to long. And I would switch my bearish sentiment to bullish. The price actually got to show me something to be bullish. That means recapturing and clearing some resistant levels, because all it's been doing lately is either chopping or breaking down support levels. You know, anytime it did break out resistant level, it was false moves or so. But overall, still looking bearish as long as it's below 396.5. Yesterday's breakout held. Okay? So if it cancels by recapturing tomorrow, definitely look to long. Okay? But if it does not recapture, I would definitely stay bearish. Maybe we'll consolidate sideways. Maybe we'll continue to melt down slowly. But definitely watch that 393 to 393.5 zone. If that zone fails, you know, you guys can see here with these wicks, wick 1, wick 2, and wick 3, strong buying pressure from that zone. If that zone fails to hold and defend, we could go test the 61.8 fib level at 391.4, 390, 388 to 388.5 zone pivot low over here. Maybe we'll drop down lower to 387-ish. Okay? Those are my levels to the downside if the 200 daily moving average failed to hold as support. Okay, I would definitely look to short. Maybe size down because the RSI is pretty oversold. So there you go, guys. Trying to keep it nice and simple for you guys, all right? 393 to 396.5 is the zone that I'm watching. I want to see a break of either this level, either of these levels. 395 is the middle level that I got, okay? I am bear bias still as long as below 396.5. But if that level can clear, maybe I would switch back over to bull bias, okay? Yeah, financial juice. Look at financial juice. Need to know market risk. Guys, it's mostly just, you know, bad news, I guess, about raising the, you know, the interest rates back to 5% to 5.25% range. We'll see if the market prices it in, right? The price action will let us know. Right now, you know, a lot of bearish sentiment going on the news, and that makes me a bit nervous being bearish when we got this much bearish sentiment going on. So just watch out, guys. Remember the levels that I gave you, and just trade it unbiasedly, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. Level to level, and manage those risks. Now, before I let you go, for those still watching, I'm going to cover triple Q here. And yeah, we got that test of this Fibonacci level I've been watching. That's the 23.6 fib level from all-time high down to October low. We tested it. We had a couple bounce from this level. We had a bounce from this level back on February 24th. And I guess you could say a bounce from it today. Failed to break down. But I tell you, if it breaks down, that will be very, very bearish. Okay, RSI isn't quite oversold for triple Q. Very interesting. It's not quite oversold for triple Q. So maybe there could be more downside if 290.7 level fails as support. Okay, I would favor a drop down. There's a gap around 287.7ish. I would favor that gap get filled at least if we can break down 290.7. All right, and then there's more downside, 285. And I got support around 281.5-ish, below 287.7. Okay, for me to be bullish, okay, there's a resistance at 294, but I really need to see 295 clear. That's the Fibonacci channel line. 295 to 296 zone. Need to clear those levels to trigger more upside. As I mentioned in previous videos, 298, 300, and 302. And there's a gap around 303.4 as well. All right, so clear some resistance, then I'll be bullish. But if not, and that 290.7 fails, that could be very bearish, guys. All right, IWM still bouncing off that support level, that yellow support level, around 187.5-ish. So bulls are playing defense, but they need to play offense and break this green trend line I got. All right. Clear 190 to trigger more upside. 192, 193.5, and 196. If not, if the support fails, 187.6. If it fails, we can see more downside down to 185.7-ish, 184, and 182-ish. Okay? Same old levels with IWM. Context a little different. Be ready to react. Apple. Now, Apple's looking bearish, guys. Apple's definitely looking bearish. It could change tomorrow, of course, but it's looking bearish. From all-time high, got the fib level from all-time high down to the January low. Okay, all-time high down to January 2023 low. And I have the 38.2 fib level at 146.6. We lost that level today. That level broke down. Okay, so as long as below that level, I am bearish on Apple. Apple's a market moving stock. So if Apple continues to stay bearish, it could possibly affect SPY in a bearish way as well. Okay, as long as below 146.6, next support is at 145, which is tested today, and 143.5 below that. If those levels fail, we could go test 141.3 ish and 140. Okay, can't get bullish unless 146.6 recaptures to give us the false breakdown setup. If that happens, look to long. It should trigger more upside up to 149.2 to 150.6, and maybe go back and test 153.5. Okay, now look at Tesla. Tesla gave us a nice perfect bounce off my white trend line. Bulls played defense. Can they play offense? All right, so the breakdown level of this white trend line for tomorrow is now at 202. As long as above 202, bulls are in control, but they're gonna have to show some strength, some volume, excuse me, and clear some resistant levels. All right, 207, 211.5, 214, and 217.5 are my resistant levels. Clear some levels. But if 202 break down tomorrow, guys, that could be a breakdown of the white trend line. Bears could take over, break down 199 support. That'll definitely show some follow through, putting 193 and 187.5 in play. I'm just saying, if Tesla breaks down this white trend line, it could get real nasty for the bulls, in my opinion. All right, now let's take a look at the VIX. VIX treating that 21.2 resistant level like it should be as a resistant. Got some selling pressure there. All right, I can't get bullish on the VIX unless it recaptures that 23.6 fib level at 21.27. Clear that, then I'll be bullish. But as of right now, it's looking bearish. Okay, and it's really weird because with SPY looking bearish and the VIX looking bearish, got a divergence here. Okay, now let's look at some context with the DXY. DXY broke back below my Fibonacci channel line, and it back tested the 23.6 fib level as a support. We broke this level out at back on February 22nd. Today we treated 104.1, that's the fib level, as a support. So not quite bearish yet. I need to see that level fail for me to get bearish on the DXY. But if it holds, I'm going to need to see DXY show some follow through. It might base some more, but if it holds that support level, I need to see it above 104.6 and clear 105.3 to trigger a test up to 106.1 to 106.6 zone. Okay? So not quite bearish yet on the DXY, although it is showing some signs of bearishness based on this Fibonacci channel line, but I need to see more confirmation, okay? So right now, that's the setups. As long as above 104.1, bulls still got a shot to push the DXY up more. If not, if that fails, that's bearish, okay? Now, let's take a look at the option floor. I gotta go to the website. Boom, we're gonna log in. Boom. It's loading, guys. Okay, click on the SPY. Filter for 500K premiums or above. I love Cheddar Flow. This is Cheddar Flow, guys. Very easy to use. And look at this. 52% in the calls. This is a big difference. It's a big difference. Yeah, seen some puts and calls, of course. But the one that does stick out to me is this sweep order. 2.3 million in premium. Over 37,000 in size. It had a lot of volume for it. 400 strike price for March 3rd. Okay, so maybe they're definitely bullish for the very short term. Let's see what happens tomorrow. See if they're right. Can we get that bounce up to 400? That's what they're betting on. Okay. Triple Q, 92% into puts. Holy moly. Mostly block orders. Some really in the money puts. Some very short term ones though. Interesting. Seeing a lot of March 3rd expiration dates. Okay. In the money puts. Yep, that's pretty much all I see on Triple Q. See if IWM could give us something worth looking at. Not really. 95% in the puts though. This one is over 11,000 in size. 185 strike price for puts. It's a block order, and it's March 15th for next year. So yeah, not very helpful for the short term. Tesla 80%, 60%, excuse me, for puts. Nothing that really sticks out. Apple 64%, okay, for puts, mostly block orders. And the VIX, nothing for the VIX, guys. So there you have it. That's Uncle's price action analysis mixed with a little bit of price option flow. Hope you guys found value in that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more content from Uncle Charters, please consider joining my Discord. Other than that, thank you for your support. Peace.